Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Friday market breakdown. Now, guys, on this session, I'm going to be giving you an update on the pairs that I've been speaking about since the beginning of this week. So I'm just going to be giving you an update on how these pairs have been progressing, and we're also going to be forecasting any entries that we might potentially get throughout the day because we only left a couple of hours before the market closes. So overall, let us start with the DXY. Now, the DXY jumping on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we did see the DXY giving us what first and foremost this big descending structure that from the breakout on this line over here. And then if we're zooming in, you can see that price has been forming what these small continuations to confirm what that bullish movement to the upside. So as you can see, once it broke over here, it impulsed up. Once it broke, it impulsed up. So currently, price did break out and it is in that impulsive phase to the upside. So we are expecting for this to be bullish overall. And now if we're jumping into our mid-time frame, so on our mid-time frame, the only thing that we can say that we are seeing is this one, whereby price gave us what this small continuation pattern that from the breakout over here to confirm what those overall buys. Now on this overall session, since from Monday, we've been focusing for those continuation patterns. So this was the first continuation pattern, even though it wasn't that clear, it was firm from that list, but overall it is now like this and give us a confirmation. And then after this breakout over here, price give us what this final one to confirm what that impulsive movement to the upside. So price currently is having what the higher probability of taking on what that bullish run to the upside. So overall with the DXY, it has been doing what it has been playing out as we've been forecasting since the start of the Sunday market breakdown. So if you can take a look at all of those sessions from Sunday, Monday, and also Wednesday, you can see that we've been forecasting for this to be bullish. So price has been bullish and it did give us what those continuation patterns that we've been looking for, just like this one over here. It is having what the high probability of starting to do to impulse up and potentially give us what additional small continuation patterns in the middle of the structure. So that is it on the DXY. We are bullish on this one. So side note, we are not trading DXY. We're just using this as a confirmation bias for anything that involves the USD. Now, if we're jumping into our first pair, our first Forex pair, we are having the US dollar over the Swiss franc. So with this one, if I'm jumping onto overall the higher time frame, I'm seeing that first price give us this as an impulsive movement. This was what our continuation structure that from the breakout on this bigger trend line over here. And now if you're zooming in and focusing on what over here, we can see that price has been forming these small continuation patterns to confirm. Now, these small continuation patterns, as you can see, once they form a breakout, they tend to do to impulse up. Once it forms a breakout, it tends to impulse up. So also over here, we did get that overall breakout and price is in that impulsive stage. And now if we're jumping into our mid-time frame. So on the mid-time frame, we did get this as our overall continuation pattern for confirming that this is having high probability of impulsing up. So once price broke out over here, it did start that bullish run on the mid-time frame. Now on the lower time frame, we've been focusing for a small continuation pattern. So price did eventually give us this small continuation pattern over here. As you can see, price is currently doing is in that heavy impulsive movement. So we would have been in a nice profit of up to overall 3%. We are still looking for additional profits on this one. So this is how the US dollar Swiss franc has been playing out. So this one has also been playing out exactly as forecasted, as you can see, based on this one. Also taking this from the Sunday session, we've been forecasting for buys on this one. So price has been playing out, but overall price has only given us one entry on this one, which was this small continuation pattern over here. So that is it on the US dollar Swiss franc. Now if we're jumping over onto our next pair, which is the Australian dollar over the Canadian dollar. So with this one, once again, let us jump on the higher time frame. So on the higher time frame, we are seeing this big ascending structure over here that's from the breakout on this bigger trend line. And then after that, price has been giving us these small continuation patterns to confirm ourselves. So with these small continuations, after a breakout, it impulses. After a breakout, it impulses. So also here, we are seeing this is a breakout, and also for this to have a high probability of impulsing all the way to the downside. And after jumping into our mid-time frame, so on the mid-time frame, the only confirmation that we did get was this overall continuation pattern over here. Once it broke out, it impulsed down, and after jumping into our lower time frame, we did see that this would have been our first entry on this pair. So unfortunately, we could not catch this one because of the time it formed. So this would have been that trade that would have given us something like, let us see, because we tend to trail stock to manage our trades. So this is where we would have placed our stop loss. So we would have walked away with something like a small 1.5% because we're trailing using what? Trailing using swing points. And then overall, this would have been the second entry. That second entry, we could not execute on the second entry because the stop loss was just too huge on this one. If you are comfortable taking this one, you would have executed on this one, but I would have preferred to do it to wait for a smaller structure, something like this one. So if this one decides to do it, decides to give me what? That impulsive movement, by impulsing down, giving me a breakout over here, saying this is would be likely to do it to impulse all the way to the downside. So this is how I'm looking at what the Australian dollar over the Canadian dollar. So this might be what? This might be that final trade before the market closes. If price does do it, if price does reach this overall bottom trend line, it should be my point of entry. So yeah, guys, these are the top pairs that I've been focusing on. But let us take a look at what our high probability pairs, if they did end up reaching what those areas of value that I was looking for. So first starting with this one I was looking for an area of value extremely on the higher time frame on the weekly. So this one would have not reached the overall area that I was looking for. Why? Because I ended up evolving the structure to like this. So this one I would have just had to remove this one because this is a weekly time frame and I'm looking for a breakout over here. So this one would have not reached that area. Let us see GBPUSD. Let's jump on the daily. So GBPUSD has been dropping like I've been looking for, but has not quite reached the area that I was looking for, except if I were to do this. Okay. So also this does make sense to me because this is what is swing high and swing low. And this I would have taken this as what is an impulsive movement. Like so. So let us see, might be potentially upgrading USD into being what? Into being a top pair because this does make sense. Okay. So we might be upgrading USD, GBPUSD. Also, this does make sense if it's not like so. And then on the lower time frame, all that I'm looking for is just a small continuation pattern. So yeah, guys, I guess we can execute this one like so. Definitely that makes sense on this one because if you're starting on the Sunday session, I think this was the overall structure that we were looking at like so. So I can upgrade this one into being what? Into being a top pair. But remember, it's a GBPUSD and we also want the USD over the Swiss franc. So you cannot execute both of these at the same time unless this one is already on break even. And this one would have already been what? This one would have already been on break even and it's about to take profit. So let us see the Canadian dollar over the Swiss franc. Okay, also this one is progressing nicely, guys. If you remember, from removing this trend line, as you can see, this one is also reaching what that breakout point that I'm looking for because I'm looking for this to do it to break out and impulse up. So I can evolve my trend line like this. So yeah, also this can also be upgraded. Let us see in the mid time frame. Okay, in the mid time frame, I'm not having anything. So in the low time frame, just looking for a continuation pattern. Okay, we are not having anything. So also this one, I can upgrade this one into being what? A top pair because all that I'm looking for is just an impulsive movement and then a small continuation pattern to execute my buys to the upside. Okay, guys. So also in this one, we can also upgrade this one, guys. So almost all of our pairs did play out as we forecasted. So all you have to do, if you didn't join us on Sunday, just start from the Sunday market breakdown, go on to the Monday market breakdown and the Wednesday market breakdown. And you'll see that all of these pairs are playing out exactly as you've been forecasting on them, guys. Like so. So also this one, I'm about to upgrade this one into being what? Into being a top pair. But I might be getting an entry on almost all of these, I think. But you have to be smart there. I think I might be getting an entry on almost all of this before the market closes. Yeah, guys, so this might be a busy Friday, but it's all going to depend if the market does give me an entry. But the most likely one to give me an entry not so long from now might be this one, because I'm looking to enter on the break of this trend line. And then as for the rest of these two, I'm just waiting for us for price to give me small continuation patterns as confirmation for me to enter. And also this one I might be entering if it does give me a breakout on this trend line. Yeah, and then all that's left on USDCHF is just proper trade management on this one. But yeah, guys, that is all from me on this session, guys. Hopefully it was very, very informative for all of you guys. A small tip that I can give you guys for all of you just after this session, just start from Sunday. Make sure you watch the Sunday session, the Monday session, the Wednesday session, and also this session, guys. I try to make these sessions very short. Maximum, they're about 15 minutes per session, even lesser than that. So just make sure you watch all of those sessions just so you can refresh your memory and learn a couple of gems, guys. I promise you, if you do that, you are going to learn a few things from this pairs, how to focus for additional interest and how to structure your patterns for high probability setups, because all of these setups that are forming over here, we spoke about them before they even develop. Because when the time we were speaking about USDCHF, it was around here. I think price was around somewhere here. Let us see, when was Sunday? It was somewhere even around here, because the market opened somewhere around here. When we were speaking about USDCHF, it was somewhere around here. And all we focused it for was price to give us what? A continuation pattern on the mid time frame, and also what the continuation pattern on the high time frame. As you can see, price played up exactly as I forecasted. So let me see if I can find just a small example of USDCHF. USDCHF, let me see. Just to show you that there's no guesswork, guys. This is all just skill, and this skill can be taught to anyone. USDCHF. Okay, there it goes. So let me share my screen on Discord. So make sure, guys, when I'm sharing these trade ideas, guys, just take them seriously and also focus the very same thing, guys. As you can see, this was what USDCHF. So I sent this to what our Discord members. So if you are a VIP member watching this right now, just check on Discord all of our trade ideas, guys. Starting from when? Starting from Monday. Make sure you keep up with them. As you can see, this is how USDCHF was keeping up. And this is how it was progressing. So this is the entry that I was forecasting, as you can see, before it even materialized. And if we can jump now to currently, it has played up exactly as I have forecasted. And as you can see, it would have been in nice profits, guys. So make sure you take what these sessions very seriously, and also what these trade ideas very seriously, guys. Because when I'm sending them to you guys, I'm sending them to you to do what? To also analyze on yourself, do your own analysis and compare it with mine. Learn from your mistakes that you're making. And guys, I promise you, it's going to be very easy for you to do it, to focus for entries before they even happen, because it's going to be easy for you to do it, to execute an entry when it materializes. Why? Because you've executed this entry before it even happened, guys. So that's it from me from this session. Hopefully it was very informative, and I'll see you on Sunday for the Sunday market breakdown, when we are preparing for the market open next week. For now, this is going to be the end of our session, but our VIP members, I'll continue to update you on these pairs throughout the day when they give us more additional interest. But for now, this is the end. Take care.